Okay, part two of this. Again, we're talking about buying a car, and what we briefly had went over earlier is making sure that when you go to the dealership to buy a car, that you don't buy a car that is over 3 years old. Why? Because when you first walk off the dealership, that car has a 30% depreciation, and then it starts leveling itself out at 5%. The next thing we had discussed about this is that, instead of going to the dealership to get finance, you go to your credit unions, you go to your banks to get finance because you'll get lower interest rates. And on top of that, you're going to walk away with a check. You have a check in hand to walk to the dealership. Instead of them telling you what you can and can't buy, you're now telling them what you want. So you're in control now. You're in control of what it is that you're going. They now work for you. If you walk into that dealership and you start saying, hey, I want to buy a car, guess what? They're going to treat you like a kid. But if you want to walk in, if you want to be treated like an adult, walk in with a check. Walk in with cash in hand when you walk into a dealership, because when you walk in with the dealership, you'll see everyone from the sales manager to the general manager bow down to your feet and worship you because, hey, why? You got cash. So a check from the credit union is like cash in hand. Now, so you at the dealership and you're looking for cars. Here's the other part. The reason why I didn't want to just keep my first video going. Um, there's a better way of actually buying cars. So the one thing I will tell you that if you are insistent on buying a brand new car, there's only one way to do so, and that is purchase a car that has a cash rebate. All right. So what is cash rebate? Well, these are actually the brand new cars. I know I sound like I'm contradicting myself, but give me a second to explain. Okay. So the dealership will eat that 30% of that depreciation through what they call cash rebate cars. And these are brand new cars that have sat on the lot. Let's say right now, for example, we're at the end of 2025. We're headed into 2026. Now, those 2025 cars, where did they go? If nobody buys their car, where did they go? Let me tell you. They go on a cash rebate sale. So, let's say there's a certain specific car that came out brand new and you wanted to buy it. Well, the thing is, if you wait, it's going to go on that cash rebate line inventory because they're not going to throw that car away. They got to get rid of it somehow. And because they got the 2026 vehicles coming in, they're going to now turn most of those cars into cash rebate. Now, there's sort of a turmoil to this because not every car is going to be cash rebate. And if they are, there's still a specific amount that they have. There's cars that have cash rebates up to $20,000. Not every car dealership does that, so it depends on what type of car it is. But most of the time, Dodge is probably one of the best cash rebate car dealerships manufacturers that are out there that usually offers large cash rebates, and also Chevrolet. But so if you are so hell bent on buying a brand new car, and one of the things I can tell you is that you can do so with cash rebates. Those cash rebates, if you do decide to do so, make sure you find one that will absorb that 30% depreciation that I was telling you guys about earlier. Because again, like I say, brand new car, walk off that lot. As soon as you put them keys in and pull off on that street, it's 30% less than what you purchased for it. So again, let's round this back. If you are looking to purchase a car, and the best thing to do is, of course, when I'm telling you, is to buy used cars, because again, buying brand new cars, you're gonna lose 30%. But if you still feel like the car that you really want, and it has to be brand new, go look for the cash rebate cars. You can search them on the internet. Now, don't be stuck on a certain brand or model when it comes down to buying brand new cars. I know some of y'all are spoiled. Now, if you are not, again, a type of person that can truly go in there and get what you want, but you still kind of, still trying to save your money, or you still trying to So to bargain for your money, you probably gonna have to go to cash rebate style if you want to buy a brand new car. And like I said again, you want to catch them around August, all the way up to December. You're gonna even start seeing commercials probably around about Thanksgiving about cars being for sale. But know that, and they don't like to advertise that they got cash rebate cars. Why? Because they need to sell the new cars. So you got to go into the dealership and ask them for what they cash rebate. Sometimes they don't like to list them, but you can go to your dealership and say, hey, I want to see your cash rebate cars. They don't like it, but again, if you're insistent and if you walk in there with that check, listen, what I tell you before, they're gonna do what? They're gonna bow down to your feet. They're gonna roll out the red carpet. So, you go in there, they know you know what you're talking about. So again, and also let them know, Big Bro Rod, man, he get on their head if they ain't acting right. So again, I just wanted to kind of start giving you guys ideas, because I see stuff on the internet all the time, man, and it kind of tickled me because a lot of people, they get a little information and then they go run into social media. I myself, I don't really care to really do this, but I told a friend of mine I would start doing it, and so I'm here. So again, if you guys got questions, just drop a line, man. I answer questions for you, whatever. But I'm gonna start posting more and more credit information that are out there to help you. Because man, like I said, I've been doing this for a long time, for years. And when I was into credit, nobody was really into it. And now you see everybody running around with credit. I've been doing personal credit and business credit, funding, all those things. I've been credit repair for over 25 plus years. So, I think it's now time, since I'm no longer doing it, and a lot of y'all know why I don't do it no more. But since I can't do it anymore, I can at least give you the game free. And I'm not charging you nothing, so that's the biggest thing. I'm not trying to sell you no product. I'm just trying to give you cash full of game, so give you a pocket full of game. So you can take it as it is. Man, again, I appreciate y'all. We're going to try to do more of this when I can. I'm going to try to do it as I think about it, and then I'll make a video about it. And then, man, if y'all want to drop in and ask some questions or, whatever, I'll turn it into a video where, it's a Q&A. All right, y'all peace out, man. And again, y'all be safe.